Hey man, what's going on?
Just got my second copy of ASM 7.
I didn't know you collect ASM.
I don't, but $50 and they said it was gem mint. Where you going? Alright, today we've got to talk about big books, how to plan for your collection so you can get them without breaking your bank. Now, we all know how thrilling it is to hunt down that elusive comic book you've been dreaming of adding to your collection. But before you dive headfirst into the world of big or expensive books, it is important to have a realistic view of your potential buy and how it might affect your buys for the rest of the year. One great way to keep yourself on track is by setting up a goal list. This not only helps with budgeting and planning, but also gives you a clear sense of direction in your collection. None of us want to end up like our friend over there, blowing his stack on the newest trend while a goal book's just out of reach. What are you doing? Now, your goals don't have to be expensive, but they should fulfill a hole or niche in your collection. It could be a hard to find a rare book, a direct versus newsstand variant, a cover price variant, ratio variant, whatever gets your heart pumping with excitement. But it's not just about the comic books themselves. Comic related books can also be a valuable addition to your collection. For example, if you're a fan of a specific character like Moon Knight, you might want to look for books that feature early versions of their appearances. Like this book that I have here. However, finding big books in high grade can sometimes be challenging, especially if they were printed on poor quality newsprint like this book was. So it's important to keep that in mind when setting your goals and budgeting for your collection. I set a goal for a handful of books that I'm hunting down this year. This has helped me to focus and put my money in the right directions, rather than getting distracted by every hot book that comes along. Is he talking about me? These are books that I want for my personal collection, and are purposefully set as difficult to come by at a good price, generally hard to find, or just hard to find in a good grade. For accountability, I posted it to Instagram, so if you want to see what's on my list for this year, hop over there and check it out after you watch this video. But here it is, the first book to be crossed off my hunting list for the year. As I said, this is a character book. A few of the books on that list are Moon Knight books. I have a lot of the early stuff already. I've got my Werewolf by Night 32 and 33 and 37 and Spotlight 28, 29. Spotlight 28 is one of my favorite books of all time, so I have a few of those. This, like I said, is an offshoot. It's not really a comic book, but it does occur early in Moon Knight's history, and if we're talking about just general appearances, this is the third appearance after 32 and 33 and before Spotlight 28. So that makes this Moon Knight's third appearance. This book is a little bit hard to get in a good grade sometimes because the print quality is so low, right? Like, this isn't a comic book, so it doesn't have the glossy cover. This is a newsprint book. This is Comic Reader 126. Look at that. That is just a classic cover. That is Spotlight 28. Like I said, one of my favorite Moon Knight covers of all time. So this actually predates that. This is the cover, but without any of the background. This is just the pure Moon Knight drawing. Nowadays we might call it a sketch cover. It's not really a sketch cover. This is Comic Reader. And I got it in an 8.0. I got this at a good price, and I was even able to kind of talk them down a little bit off of their asking price. So you can see there, that's not even a full-size comic, right? That is a shorty. That is, it's a comic magazine, basically. But that's awesome. I'm so stoked to have this as part of my Moon Knight collection. 8.0 off-white to white pages. That's pretty good. Don Perlin and Klaus Jensen cover. Fantastic. So this is actually in great shape, except for there's some kind of browning along the bottom here and along the sides. A little bit of rust on one of the staples. But for a book that is just newsprint, no gloss, no nothing, 8 is good. I'm happy with this. This is fantastic. I'm so stoked to be adding that to my collection. Can we get that with no glare? Awesome. Great book to add. Like I said, this was on my list for the year. I knocked one of those books off. I can't wait to throw it in the case with my Spotlight 28. In the end, setting goals for your comic book collection can make the whole experience even more enjoyable. It gives you a sense of purpose and direction, and the feeling of accomplishment when you finally snag that elusive book. It is incredibly rewarding. So whether you're looking for rare variants, comic-related books, or just trying to fill a gap in your collection, remember, set realistic goals, plan your budget, and enjoy the journey of collecting. If you want to see some more big books being unboxed, check out this video right here. And before you go, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel so you're not always playing catch up like our friend over here. He is talking about me.